How's it going, ladies and gents? Reverend Saint back again with another video for you guys today. What we're going to be talking about is the Division once again. I do apologize to all you COD fans that today is not a COD video. I did say during the stream yesterday that it was probably going to be a COD video, but that's going to be tomorrow. I will be doing the next Create a Class Challenge video, but today I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a recap. I don't know if you could tell, I'm actually pretty still tired right now, at least my voice is. From streaming for 24 hours straight. Yes, we actually did complete that. I did make it all the way through all 24 hours while streaming The Division, since it came out at midnight on Monday night, or Tuesday morning technically. It went pretty dang well, man. It went a lot better than the Take a King 24-hour stream I did last year. It was a lot of fun. I had people in there at like 3 a.m. just kind of chatting around, and it was great, man. It was like right after I started, I was like, I could use some people to talk to, man, and it came through, man. Had a bunch of new people that came by that stuck around during the entire thing, not just for the giveaway. That was pretty freaking awesome. And then we did do the giveaway. That was great. We had like 30, close to 40 people, I think, for the actual giveaway, and then some people before that. We had close to 20. Probably the average was around 10 to 15 people. We had some great conversations. It was a lot of fun. Lots of growth happened. We gained a lot of followers, which was awesome. So I got to thank you guys for all the support, for those who did come over to the stream during during the time that it was up. So yeah, so thank you guys very much for all the support. It was a great stream. It was I'd say it was a pretty good success, man. I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, but now I got to talk about the Division, man. I want to kind of give like my full opinion on it. I'm not done with the game by any means, and I still absolutely love it. I was just playing it. This is actually from today. I played this mission here. It's gonna seem like it's super easy for me, but don't think that's because the game is easy. It's definitely not. When you played the beta was super easy, man. It really was. But in the full game, it's much different. Especially the enemies in the Dark Zone are super beefy nowadays, man. But as far as the PvE goes, it's a lot harder, especially in this. This is a main mission. The main missions are kind of more designed around having multiple people there. You can do them solo, but they're pretty dang hard, man. Even with multiple people, some of them are extremely hard. But I was, I don't want to say grossly over-leveled, but pretty over-leveled. As you can see, the top right corner, I'm level 24. This mission, I think, is like level 18 or level 19, I think, for the actual requirements for the area. So I was just kind of like eating up these enemies in here, but I ended up getting some good loot at the end that I'll put in the video for you guys to see, that was actually for my level. So that gives you a good idea of how the scaling works, at least the loot scaling, even if you do the older missions if you're a higher level. So it is still worth to go back and do some of these main missions. You can do them on harder difficulties and get better gear and stuff like that. This is on the normal difficulty, so because I hadn't done it yet. So the loot system in the game is absolutely fantastic. I love how it works. I love pretty much every aspect of this game. The only thing that I really have an issue with is the reuse of encounters in similar looking areas, I guess you could say, when you go to do an encounter. Encounters are basically kind of like side missions and small things that you do in each area to kind of clear the level, or clear the area out, get all the missions done, and then get your supplies to level up your home base. So basically, it's just little tiny things, and you go in and you do them, and they reuse a lot of the areas and a lot of the same types of missions, which normally, yeah, I can understand that, especially in a game this size, but it kind of got to the point, you know, when I'm playing for 24 hours straight, it really felt a little bit repetitive, man. It just felt like I was doing the same things over and over again, which isn't bad, because there is a lot of those same things. There's a lot of things to do, and the areas, most of the areas do look different, at least the main areas, so it wasn't too bad. It was still a ton of fun, but it was like, okay, I've done this how many times now, you know? So that's pretty much my only con, though. As far as endgame goes, they do have an endgame thing coming out called Incursions. We don't know exactly what it is. They haven't really mentioned what it is, whether it's a raid or whatnot, but if you look up the definition of an incursion, it is a sudden invasion or attack on an area, which I think, if they go by the actual definition of an incursion, it sounds pretty cool. Like it's gonna be like, okay, the high level enemies will randomly just take over an area in the game, and you got to be a certain level to go in and clear that area out. I think that sounds really cool. I think it sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know if it's going to be something that's in the Dark Zone or if they're going to keep that out of the Dark Zone. But then, obviously, you do have the Dark Zone for the PvP aspect, for the end game aspect of it, because as you level up, you get put into different level brackets of the Dark Zone. So other players will be around the same level as you, and then the enemies will also be around the same level as you, and those enemies in there are not to be trifled with. I found out, man. They are freaking tough. Even if you're a couple levels above them. I was like level 23 fighting level 19s in there, and they were freaking wrecking me, dude. So it's extremely hard to go in solo. It's extremely hard to survive in general against these NPCs. They really buffed it up, and you have to be a very high Dark Zone rank to really get a lot of the chests in there. So, but you still do get really good gear out of there, because I got a couple inventories full, and it was some good stuff that I ended up using in the game. So yeah, so it's a lot of fun, but we're waiting for the end game. And they also added, once you hit level 30, I don't know 100% about this because I'm not there. I'm only level 24, actually 25 now. Whoa, almost choked right there in my spit. That would have been bad. But I guess at level 30, I'm not sure if you have to beat the main missions, all of the main missions for this, but at level 30 you unlock these things called Phoenix coins, and you have to, every time you beat like a named high level elite in the PvE area, they drop Phoenix coins. And what you can do with those is you can go back to your home base and you can use those to buy high-end weapons. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad they're adding that into PvE. So all around, I think it's an amazing game. If you like looter shooters, if you like stat based and kind of like RPGs, it's a little bit more RPG-esque than a game like Destiny or even Borderlands, I would say, but it is, or at least it's more focal point on the RPG aspect, with your health stat and your firearm stat, and then your electronic stat for your skills and stuff like that. So it's a lot more based around that than say Destiny is, but it's still a ton of fun, man. If you enjoy those types of games, I definitely recommend you get it. As far as the way it ran compared to the beta, it's a lot better. It seemed to be a lot smoother. I did play the PC version of the open beta. I actually streamed it, and when I was streaming it, I was getting a more solid frame rate during gameplay and on the stream than I was when I was streaming the beta. So they definitely optimized it a little bit better. That's great. There were some issues where I fell through the map a lot, but that was only when I was in a group. When I joined a group for a main mission, and I had a bad connection to them. That's when that started happening. So I'm not sure what the fix for that is, but once I left the group, I was perfectly fine. So anyway, that's the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the Division down below in the comments. Do you guys have it? Are you getting it? I know a lot of people in my chat were like, all right, I didn't win the giveaway, I'm gonna go buy it, man. That's kind of what happened, and a lot of them seemed like they really enjoyed it as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you got the game, don't forget to leave a like, hit that like button, hit that share button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that sub button if you have not. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another Call of Duty video. Actually, I also might be streaming tonight. There's no guarantees. I kind of want to stream this game a lot. It's a lot of fun to stream and just go in and clear out these areas and try to get to max level here pretty soon. But I will let you guys know on the Twitters, and obviously I'll upload a video if I'm streaming or not. Just keep that in mind, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.